Hey Pisceans, how y'all doing? Welcome. We are going to be doing your February, the entire month of February general reading here. We're going to look at the whole month this round because your girl Lady Crow's going on vacay. So let's talk about your meditation. Wow, I saw the 10 of Cups. I saw a cardinal and a canary. Beautiful. I feel like you're being very much supported by your ancestors and or loved ones on the other side. You may feel their presence, especially during this time. Happy almost birthday season, by the way. The canary represents, not just what you say having an impact on others, but how you say it, right? Also being kind of a source of light or illumination or reason. Right? You might be finding yourself in the position of being the voice of reason for some of y'all amongst your family. I also saw Moby Dick. I saw Moby Dick and you on the boat, and I heard, self-fulfilling prophecies be gone. And then I saw the boat. Oops. Let's just let Archangel Michael go right by there. Sorry about that. And then I saw you landing on dry land, kind of like when Moses parted the Red Sea. And I saw the boat landing on dry land and you getting out and just this huge grin on your face under the rainbow that is depicted on the 10 of Cups, which is complete emotional fulfillment. And why shouldn't you have that during your birthday season? I love it. Okay, what's the animal energy for Pisces for the month of February? Please and thank you. Oh, yeah, boy. Okay. Cosmic egg. Oh. So this is, by the way, this circle up here represents spirit. And I did feel you guys being very much supported by spirit and ancestors during this time, which is really cool. But it's that we're always supported, but I feel like you're going to be more acutely aware of it somehow. As Pisceans, you guys are so intuitive. You know the deal. Cosmic egg represents the birth of the philosopher, but it also represents a completion point. This is kind of like the world key in the tarot deck. Okay? The world key. So it's successful completion. Remember when I said I heard self-fulfilling? Because a theory behind Moby Dick is that the whale actually represents self-fulfilling prophecies. And remember when I said I heard self-fulfilling prophecies be gone? Like, I feel like that is directly linking up to the imagery of the cosmic egg here. I almost bit my tongue, and I feel like that's a message for you. There's something around communication with the canary here. And listen, Crow knows all about that life of speaking up when something needs to be said or there's an injustice or an imbalance of some kind. You might even be in a humanitarian spot where you're feeling called to be the voice for the disenfranchised or speaking up. It could even be to someone you're close to, speaking up around something that needs to be spoken to. But I feel like someone's biting their tongue or biting their time. And maybe you're moving out of that place. But this is so stunning because after this is the birth of a whole new reality. The snake represents healing, right? Transformation and growth. So let's see what's going on for my Pisces. What's going on? Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles, close to the 10 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles, I can't with this. It's so good. So this is not just complete emotional fulfillment. This is complete material wealth and fulfillment as well. So this is where emotions and material, world meet. You know that saying where, I'd live out of a cardboard box as long as I was with you, baby. Well, that's nice. But why live there when you can live in a palace, right? Like that's what this is here. I'm getting a very funny Beauty and the Beast vibe as well. Something about the rose. Do you remember in Beauty and the Beast when the rose, when the last petal falls and it's just in time and the curse is broken because of love and everything and then starts a whole new cycle where everybody transforms out of being inanimate but live objects and back to their human form. Something about that with the cosmic egg. Okay. It's also about ancestral ties because in the traditional deck, this is depicted through 3 generations because you got a grandpa and then you got a couple and then their babies. So there is a very, very distinct feeling of ancestors and generations and family and history. The 10 is also the number of completion of cycles, and we have that as well mirrored with the cosmic egg. Whew. Okay. So we got the 8 of Pentacles here. I'm sensing a theme. Well, first of all, Circles and circles and stars and stars. I mean, technically we're in Aquarius season right now until what, the 21st or something, which is the star in the middle, and then the circle here, which I brought up, represents spirit. There's something here about that. I do feel that there's wish fulfillment in the energy for y'all. I do feel like there's some sort of, and I don't like to say the word test, there's an opportunity around speaking a truth around something or voicing your opinion that is highly important and might directly dictate your path moving forward. Not exactly, but it might color it in some sort of important way. I feel like there's a truth or something that you've been sitting on, or something that you see that you just feel the need to speak out on. This can take a lot of different forms. This can be conversation. This can be a tweet on Twitter or office memo. I don't know, but something. Okay. Anyway, traditionally speaking, 8 of Pentacles, a lot of monetary wealth here with the 8 is the number of monetary wealth. 8 of Pentacles is going to work and happily doing so. Right? Nose, little beak to the grindstone here. Whoop, whoop. And that's exactly what this is. 8 of Pentacles going to work with the 10 of Pentacles. I mean, it feels like you're very much focused on your foundation and stability. And it feels very grounded. I mean, you don't say with 2 earth signs here. It feels very, very grounded. If you've been feeling emotional, I mean, hi, you're Pisces, but I mean, if you have been feeling like a little overly emotional, or as though you don't have complete facility of your emotions, or they're working on you as opposed to for you, the stability is right here. Just kind of trust the process and ride out the wave, right? You cannot control the tide, but you can choose to be within the ebb and flow, and you will find yourself on dry land yet again, okay? The work that you do is important, and I feel like it's important to you to have pride in the work that you do. Someone here is going to find some sort of new path or some sort of feel goods around either volunteering or something to do with humanitarianism, even if it's something you do after work or on the weekends. Helping out a cause, working for a not-for-profit or a star, something about that. Someone or someone's is stepping into a place of humanitarianism where, you know, I'm hearing that the best way, if you're having kind of a dark time, or you're having kind of a, you know, what is that? What is the phrase that I'm looking for? Not a midlife crisis, but kind of like a, you know, whoa, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Am I in the right place? You know, that kind of vibe. And, you know, the best tonic for that is to be of service to others, right? You're having a shit time, pardon my French, go and volunteer at the soup kitchen. That's what it is. It's like it takes you right up out of your own stuff, gives you a healthy dose of perspective, and I feel like that there is such fulfillment in that. You as a Piscean in alignment derive great satisfaction and a sense of well-being from being of service to others, okay? And if you're not doing that in some way, shape, or form, that might be part of, you know, a missing piece of a greater whole that you know, wants to be looked at, okay? There's some magic in it, though. There's something in that. I'm hearing follow your nose and just kind of follow your instincts at this time, really. Another 8. So we have 8 of Cups here. So this is pretty much exactly what I was just saying. I love the moon here. So this is moving away from emotions that don't moving away from situations or states of being that don't emotionally serve you. But it's also about leaving behind, this is exactly what I was saying. With the Moby Dick, with the boat on the ocean and coming upon dry land, like when Moses parted the Red Seas, there's something about finding your dry land. I feel like you guys have been in a bit of an emotional place, like even more so than usual, okay? There is a reprieve on the other side of this. There really, really is. The way through is forward, and there's something about deriving great remedy and happiness through being of service to others and through your work in particular. Okay, why are you here? Just heard that. Why are you here? How, you know, a question that I feel like is important for a lot of Pisceans is how are you going to make your piece of the world better than how you found it? It's the campsite rule, right? How are you going to make your piece of the world better than how you found it? That is the question. That is the question. Okay? And I feel like that's what this crow is thinking from this 8 of Cups. I think you might be having some sort of awakening around, what have I been doing? And have I been thinking only about like what my situation is and is not? What if I just accept where I am and where I'm not, and then think about how I can make my piece of the world better? Something in that. Just got a shiver. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, you're at the bottom of the deck with the moon. Love it. Oops. Okay. Oh, one at a time, kids. So 7 of Swords coming in to clarify the 10 of Pentacles. Let's talk about this. This is that thief in the middle, traditionally speaking. This is that thief in the middle of the daytime key. It's also self-sabotage. I'm just going to say this. What makes you happy? And you know, I often say it's like, in terms of creativity, like, what do you do when you look up and 5 hours have passed? Not really getting that vortex artistic energy as much as how are you being a disservice to yourself? And or you could flip it and say, how are you being of service to yourself? How are you being of service to yourself? And then go, how can I be of service to others? And in doing so, be of service to myself. Being the humanitarian that I am, that I'm here to be, right? I feel like there's a healthy dose of perspective coming your way. I'm really drawn to the dry land here. Really drawn to the dry land because you see this water and the dry land there. Equilibrium. There's something about earth. Well, you don't say something about earth signs. You have all this earth here, but there's something about you deriving some healthy perspective and solace from earth signs around you. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, okay? There's something about taking a cue from an earth sign energy, or at least, grounding yourself in a very, what's with all the sound effects? Grounding yourself in a fully realized way, and in a very purposeful way. Intentional way is the word I'm looking for, but not finding. Why do I feel like the circus has packed up and everyone has gone home? And then this guy is like, wait, wait, where did everybody go? I'm going to say this to you. Comparison is the thief of joy. No, I did not come up with that quote. I don't know who said it originally, but here we are. Comparison is the thief of joy. I think this might be a good time to stay off social media. Okay? If it's making you feel some type of way. If it's not making you feel some type of way, then live your best social media life. Every Piscean I know is on social media and semi-active. It's not to say all are, it's just like the ones in my atmosphere, but comparison is the thief of joy. It's about accepting where you are and where you are not, and really asking yourself, take that humanitarian approach, look at the bigger picture and say, how am I making my piece of the world better than how I found it? Okay? 8 of Pentacles. Ooh, 2 of Cups at the bottom. Strength. You don't say. So Leo energy here. Strength comes up when you've been through some stuff. That's just it. You have 2 8s here. Okay, so the 8 is coming up. It's really beautiful, actually, the feeling that actually 3 8s. 3 8s. Interesting. That number could become a lot for you. That's about material. Anyone who may be worried or concerned about material wellness or abundance, I'm telling you, the way that money works, and I'm not even going to act like I'm an expert, but what I know in my experience is how money works is it's just energy. So holding on to it, feeling like you are being overly careful or overly like nickel and diming yourself where you're just not enjoying your life at all, it's kind of a 4 of Pentacles energy where it's kind of like you're not going to lose anything, but you're not going to gain much either. But the more that you give, if you donate or if you tip well, that money always finds a way of coming back to you. And this has been my experience and the experience of many others that I've had the pleasure to talk to about money as an energy exchange, right? Goes out, it comes in. And I don't mean, superfluous spending. I feel like someone's just really concerned about money, and I keep seeing someone pinching a penny or having anxiety about it. And I'm just hearing just turn around and be of service. It feels like there's a little too much emphasis. And I don't mean in general, I mean for you as a Piscean. Again, I'm going to say it again. You, along with us Aquas, right, your sister sign here, you are humanitarians. So there's something about aligning your energy with giving that's going to allow goodness to come to you of a monetary context. There's someone here who's overcoming money karma. It's just what it is. Someone's overcoming money karma. And you're going to be finding yourself in a very different spot. I see somebody during the holiday time really being able to get big gifts for everybody and really loving being able to do that. Has anyone dreamed about doing that? Oh, when I have money, I'm going to get this person this and this person this. Okay. So strength, deriving strength from the divinity within and around you, right? This is, Hold Your Head Up High from Honk, the musical. Right? This is what this is. I'm really drawn to the fact that the lion's eyes are closed, look like he's purring like a big boy, and she's just like, yeah, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good, it's all good. I'm really hearing that, and the fact that it's clarifying the Eight of Pentacles, some of you guys might be working a little too hard as well. It just feels a bit tense, and that you're being invited to do things a bit differently and enjoy life. Enjoy it, right? Eight of Cups here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And underneath that is the Eight of Pentacles again. You got the wish fulfillment key, and I was talking about wish fulfillment in your birthday season. I could not be more obsessed that this came up for y'all. You see the starfish there represents wish fulfillment. By the way, I'm almost done with all of these readings, and you're the only person to get Nine of Cups. And it is your birthday season we're going into. That's all. So the fact that it says like Eight of Cups, like by changing it up and doing things differently, whether you are adjusting your mental space, your physical realm, your perspective, whatever that is for you, it is leading you towards wish fulfillment. See where I'm going with this? You are literally moving towards your wish fulfillment under the influence and light of the moon during your birthday season, right? It's okay. Things even seemed bleak for Cinderella for a while there, but things really turned around. You know what I mean? Do you see the look on her face? She's got this cup ahead and she's like, merp. She's like, merp. I don't know about it. I don't know about that. Can I exchange any returns or exchanges? If she, I get the feeling that what's really, what happens next, the advice is that she accepts this cup for what it is without wishing it were different or gold plated or, filled with cherry Kool-Aid. I don't know. Right? Or chai latte for me. Something about that. The number 9 is the number of endings as well. Again, with the cosmic egg. I do feel like you're moving into a completely new chapter. There's just a little adjustment, and it's going to be different for everybody. But look at all this goodness that's here before you. I really feel like it's about perspective and understanding. The more you're grateful for what I say it all the time, the more that you're grateful for what you already have, the more you'll manifest to be grateful for. And that's just the way of things, right? Just the way of things. Look at who's on the bottom of the deck here. Yemaya. With the ocean, living her best life. Golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you now. Walk through them. I mean, remember when I saw Moby Dick in the ocean? And yeah, basically. Okay. Let's get to Goddess for you. I feel like part of the reason that we're looking at all of this and these energies and strength is needed and all of this stuff is because where you're going, you're going to be able to, because I'm getting drawn to the ancestor thing and speaking up, and I'm getting that part of the reason you're going to learn this lesson and figure out how to transmute this for yourself is that you're going to be able to turn around and impart how you did it to others, right? This is how I did this. I see you talking to future children or fringe children, or nieces and nephews, or your own grandchildren. There's something about ancestral wisdom that you are building right now, that you are going to turn around and be able to help future generations because of what's happening now. Now that is some powerful stuff. I just got shivers. You could not have gotten a better oracle. Erin. I think this means Little Ireland, I think. Erin. Peace. There's no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. I cannot. There's no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. Is she not holding a little baby? Obsessed. By the way, dolphins represent, you know, light of heart, soulmates, again with the ocean here. Okay, they're telling me to talk about that real quick. First of all, your harvest is coming in. Look at the grapes here. See the grapes on the grapes and the corn husks? I do feel like autumn is going to be, you're going to be in a completely different space. I think before that even, but there's something about autumn they want me to bring up. If anyone's thinking about doing something in the autumn, changing home, an opportunity, a tour, something. Salt water. Okay. So salt water is a cleansing agent, and I feel like that could very much behoove you. Take a saltwater bath, cleanse your energy. This is a time of high emotion and feeling. You as Pisceans are especially susceptible to that. We are going into Mercury in retrograde just before your birthday season pops off and for the majority of your birthday season. So in light of that, please, sage, do whatever you got to do. Make sure that the energy that you're feeling is just your own and you are not taking on the emotional weight of the world or those around you. Okay, darlings? All right. Energetic and emotional safety first. I'm also being drawn into the egg here, generational, future generations. So just taking me back to that. Okay, and the unstruck sound. I just heard that, the unstruck sound. Use your voice. What gift do you have to share with the world? What's your message to the world? Okay? High sensitivity as well. So self-care and being of service. What else is there? Okay, my beautiful Pisceans, this is your February general reading. I so hope that this helped and resonated. If so, please let me know in the comments below. That is my absolute favorite part, is reading through y'all's comments. Just thank you so much for being here, and as always, just thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.